Okay, hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to JFD Brokers Traders Tea Time with me, Darius Luchauskas, where we're just a few minutes away from the US opening bell. So we're going to have a look at what happened during the European session, what levels to watch out for. As always, guys, let's have a look at the risk disclaimer. So JFD Brokers offers exclusively consultancy-free services. The content of this webinar does not constitute investment advice or investment recommendation and does not in any way constitute an invitation to acquire any financial instrument or product. I'll just give you a few seconds to read the rest and we can continue. So also, before we jump into the charts, a quick reminder of our JFD Brokers website, where you can go into here, JFD Group, and then click on JFD Research. You can have a look at the different analysis that we do on a daily basis. We throw out different technical analysis and different trading shoutouts. So yeah, guys, please do visit us. I hope you can find something useful here. I think that you can find something useful here. And as well, we'll also do different analysis in different languages. So like I said, yeah, please do check us out. But now let's have a look at the charts. So the first one I want to look at is the DAX. Now, the DAX, I was talking about this one this morning, and basically when I was saying that if we get a move above the 11,830, well, the next level that we would be watching would be the 12,000. Well, we had an open, and we had an open of about 200 points with a around 200 points gap. So now we are trading just slightly below the psychological 12,000 level. Now keep an eye on this one. We still have the market to run for a few hours, well, minutes actually. So yeah, keep an eye on this psychological 12,000. If we get maybe a potential move above this 12,000, we get a close above the 12,000, well, we probably could see some further upside later on tomorrow, or maybe on Thursday, or later on, just in general, later on this week. But yeah, like I said, at the moment, all eyes are on this psychological level. We are seeing this good bounce, this positive open, let's say like this, and yeah, there's not much to say right now, guys. The downside here, we are, even though we are still keeping an eye on this 11,830, but we can see that the price is way above this right now with this gap that it formed. And yeah, just the psychological 12,000, that's the most important one for now. Quickly, let's have a look at the FTSE. The FTSE, well, is giving us actually a better picture here. A clear move upwards, a break of this 69.60 that I was talking about, and now we're heading towards this this level right here at 70.60, approximately there. If we get a move above this later on, probably we won't get it today, but let's say during the week, if we get it later on this week, we get a move above the 70.60 level, well, this could get pushed higher and potentially maybe a test of this little downwards moving trend line here. Of course, we do have this bigger trend line right here, so would potentially could get a test, and if we get a move above the 70.60 area, a break above this downwards moving trend line that started on the in the end of January, well, the downside could be off the table for now. We could continue pushing higher. The next level that we would be watching here would be the 71.25, and then potentially a move towards these highs here. Just let me highlight those guys for you. Level this one, and of course you probably understand it is this one. So keeping an eye on these areas for now. Of course, these are going to be more likely to be hit if we get a break above this downwards moving trend line. So keep an eye on this area for now, the 70.60 area. Let's have a look quickly at silver, the one that I wanted to show you guys. Now it probably would be better to look at a 4-hour chart here. Nice rising wedge and a nice breakdown So your typical book scenario, textbook scenario. So of course we would need to see a close below this wedge formation in order to confirm further declines, but at the moment it's just not looking strong. And like I said, yeah, we could see further declines maybe later on, maybe towards the 16.500 or even a little bit lower. So keep an eye on this. I mean, on the low side here, we do have this area here at 16,300, approximately there. So keep an eye on this one, guys. I mean, this isn't looking very strong right now and could potentially continue dropping. Quickly, let's have a look at the euro dollar. Now the euro dollar in a sell-off mode. This is a 4-hour chart. Now this morning we were talking about this area here, this 124.450. We initially had a nice bounce to the upside here, moved higher and moved towards around the 124.750, but couldn't take out that level and got rejected around this upper side of the Bollinger Band, and we can see now that it's moving lower since then. So it wiped out the 124.450 and also wiped out the 124.100 that I was keeping an eye on here, and now it's just around the 123.900. This was a key level as well here. It managed to get down here. We can see that on towards this 21 EMA here on the 4-hour chart. It touched it, but now retraced. So excuse me, probably all eyes are going to be now on this 123.900 area. Of course, we do have the full US session to run still, so anything might happen, but keep an eye on this 123.900. I mean, if we continue staying here below this, if we suddenly get a move below the 21 EMA here today, well, the next level that I'm watching here is this 123.600. Now could be a potential area for a test. I'm not saying that it might break it, but with this negativity that we're seeing right now, we could see maybe a potential test of the 123.600. If that, of course, if the price will stay below this 123.900. So let's have a look at the pound. The pound is getting, well, pound is getting pounded today. So yeah, I mean, looking at this level here, it managed to drop towards the towards this 50 EMA here on the 4-hour chart. Also, that's in line with this area here at 140.700. So now we're seeing a nice retracement back up here towards the 150. So as well, together with the euro, this is not looking good. We did break this upwards moving short-term support line, so managed to break it strongly, and now, like I said, we are keeping an eye on this 14700 area. I mean, of course, we could see maybe, depending on how this candle will close, and we could potentially see maybe a retracement back towards this 141.500 that could act as a good resistance level initially. If we suddenly get a move back above here, the 141.500, and then take out the 141.750 and actually get back into this upwards moving trend on this above this upwards support line, so we might potentially get a full retracement and move back towards the 141.200. But that's of course, like I said, if the buyers will jump in back into it and push the price higher and above these 141.500 and 141.750. Of course, on the downside, we are looking still at this 140.700. A move closer to it should kind of caution us, because a break below could put further pressure on this pair, and we could potentially maybe see a move back towards the psychological 140. But again, like I said, let's go step by step, and let's keep an eye on this 140.700 first. Quickly, let's have a look at the USD-CAD now. So USD-CAD slightly trading nowhere at the moment. It is stuck in between these two key areas here at 129.150 and 128. So until it kind of moves out of this little range here, we're not really kind of gonna probably speculate here, and then just gonna, like I said, we're gonna wait until this moves out of it, either above the 129 150 or below the 128 mark. Let's have a look at the USD JPY quickly as well. So USD JPY, it's kind of thinking right now, it is above this key level of support at 105.550 at the moment, but it's, of course, at the moment it is looking bullish for now. So if we do get a move above these EMAs here, the 50 and then 100, this could get a push towards the 106.400, and if 106.400 doesn't hold, well, it is opening the path towards the 107 level. But at the moment, like I said, we are just keeping an eye on this one. I wouldn't probably myself jump into this one right now yet, so yeah, just observe the price action for now. Let's have a look at the NZDUSD now. This one is an interesting one as well. Let me just put these two extra lines that I was looking at here. So what I was looking at this formation. As you probably guessed already, a veg, rising veg. So we broke out of it nicely today, and this 4-hour candle now opened outside of this veg, so potentially we could see a move lower here towards this 0.72600, even though we already touched this area, but we actually retraced from it. So a move towards the 0.72600 area again could, and a break of course below that, could confirm further declines. And we do have, let me just mark that one, so we do have this area on the spotlight, so that's around the 0.72450. Keep an eye on these two levels, guys. I mean, could potentially move towards them, and like I said, a break below the 0.72600 could push it lower. And of course, if that doesn't hold, this level here at the 0.72450, if that doesn't hold, well, it is opening the path towards lower levels, but we will have to evaluate this pair later on if it does that. If we suddenly see, I don't know, if we suddenly see a move above this this upwards moving support line and basically back into the veg formation, well, the downside could be off the table for now then. But looking at this activity right now, it's not looking like it wants to get back into this veg formation. So okay guys, I hope you have a good US session. I hope the market moves in your favor, and as always, I will see you tomorrow in my Traders Espresso at 7 o'clock British Summer Time. And yeah, as always guys, keep an eye on the price action. Thank you very much. Bye bye.